gameplay. You can see that from the confidence that he has on the ball. He's got a great movement.
The first touch was out of this world.
They've got the makings of a really strong team. They've got great energy, they've got great flair. And that's what people are talking about. I'm really excited to see what happens.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Happy Comic-Con week. We just got a new Doctor Who teaser trailer showing off the new companions. Thanks to the World Cup though, they dropped this as an ad during the finals. Congratulations to France. I think it's their first win in like 20 plus years. But if you didn't know what's going on here, it's just them confirming that there's going to be 3 full-time companions, so I'll explain who they are, but they really just want to show you what it's going to look like, even though a lot of people are making flash jokes. There's a couple big Easter eggs for some of the previous Doctors that you probably spotted, but if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the Comic-Con videos. It's going to be crazy next week. And in addition to this, there will be a full trailer that they'll drop at their Doctor Who panel on Sunday next week. So if you are waiting for more actual footage, don't worry, they'll be dropping plenty of that real soon. And I'm sure they'll be explaining in full detail who these new companions are, because we really only have single names for them. They haven't given character descriptions yet. They've just shown you who they are. So this first person is Tosin Cole. He's named Ryan. The second person is Yasmin. She's played by Mandip Gill. And then this last person is Bradley Walsh. He's playing someone called Graham. He seems like a slightly more serious version of Wilfred Mott, who is Donna Noble's grandfather. If you haven't been keeping up on Doctor Who and you're wondering like where this series exists and what they're going to be doing with the Time Lords and Gallifrey, I think because this is such a big change in terms of the visual style and the makeup of the show and the showrunner itself and the way it's written, like Chris Chibnall's first episode, Stephen Moffat is long gone. They're going to wade into the series the same way they waded into David Tennant. So like you start off in either the Doctor is kind of broken or the TARDIS itself is kind of broken, trapping them on planet Earth for the first adventure. Speaking of which, that might be why they included some of the Matt Smith Easter eggs, although I think that was just to pay reference to some of the previous Doctors. The really obvious one you probably noticed was the Beano comic. That's from Matt Smith's run from Rings of Octon. He just hid behind one. If you're not from the UK or Great Britain, that's just a children's comic book magazine. It'd be like the Doctor reading a Marvel comic book. Part of the charm of Matt Smith's Doctor was that he was very anachronistic. Like you have this old-timey man in a young man's body, so that was part of the humor of him reading a children's comic book. So maybe they are going a little Wilfred Mott with this older Graham character.
Right, he's tall and thin, wears a brown suit, maybe a blue suit. He's got a long brown coat, modern sort of hair, all sticky uppy, right? Oh, and on page 2, be on the lookout for a police box, exactly like the old one.
But obviously Yasmin and Ryan are the more traditional young companions. I don't know if all 3 will be traveling on the TARDIS off-world all the time, but like I said, I think the first episode will be like Matt Smith's first episode or David Tennant's first episode, where it's largely an adventure that takes place on Earth, then they start going into outer space.
This isn't real, is it? This is some kind of big wind-up.
Why would I wind you up?
You told me you had a time machine.
Then you believe me.
Then I grew up.
Oh, God, you never want to do that.
The only other big Easter eggs that I spotted in this were the fish sticks and custard, which is also a Matt Smith thing from his first episode.
What I need fish fingers and custard.
Big shout out for Amy Pond, currently fighting Thanos in a galaxy far, far away. Pizza was a bit of a plot device during Parting of Ways and Love and Monsters, so you could call that a 9th or 10th Doctor Easter egg too. The other really noticeable change, besides just the visual style and the way they do the special effects, is the logo itself. We haven't seen the full title sequence yet, but I'm assuming that'll be part of the Comic-Con trailer next week too. There's still like a lot of stuff that they haven't reintroduced yet, because even though they're doing their best to keep the continuity intact, it's a huge creative reboot for the series, largely thanks to the showrunner change. So early prediction, first episode does gangbusters ratings, and then it sort of settles into the regular weekly audience. Anytime there's a new Doctor, you get all kinds of people that would never watch Doctor Who checking it out just to see what it looks like. Then you have the core audience, so we'll see how many people that lapsed during Stephen Moffat's era will come back to the series. Let me know in the comments though, are you excited for Chris Chibnall to take over and for this new creative direction, whatever the rest of the series is going to look like? Like, this is only a taste. There was a bit of a scandal a little while ago because some footage leaked, there wasn't finished CG. Usually I can't touch stuff like that because the BBC goes into hardcore superband mode. It'll be interesting to see how they invoke new Who continuity and Easter eggs from Classic Who. I think when it comes to continuity, it's a lot easier to cherry pick moments from Classic Who like they started to do towards the end of Capaldi's run. There was literally a lot of Classic Who there at the end.
Why am I wearing these?
Because I love it. Never take those off.
What's browser history?
But you always hear writers complain when they get too bogged down in continuity, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle all that going forward and how many series Jodie Whittaker's Doctor sticks around for. Right now the benchmark is like 3-4 series, so we'll see how long she endures. This is a clip from the only real big official interview that she's done so far, talking about the character and what her run is going to be like.
Because in this world particularly, there aren't rules, and that's a great thing, you know, so hopefully yeah, everyone's excited as I am. It was brilliant actually, because the distraction of how full on this job was and the schedule for that was epic. So it was brilliant because it was a complete, you know, I could not split my attention in any way. So I wasn't at home tempted to kind of text anyone and tell anyone because I was on set all day.
She won't take over from Peter Capaldi on Doctor Who until the very end of his final story at Christmas. So far, she's loved the support from fans.
It's been, you know, hugely positive, and that is a wonderful way to start this massive journey that will be, you know, for the rest of your life as well. It's one of the only roles you can really say you are that character forever.
But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the new look of the series, the new Doctor, and what you want them to bring back? Like I said, Comic-Con is starting next week. It really doesn't start till Thursday, so there'll be a couple days before it gets started. I'll do a schedule video that'll explain all the stuff that I'm going to be doing, but leave your requests in the comments below. I'll pin a special Comic-Con playlist at the top of my channel, so you guys will be able to find all those videos pretty easily. While you wait for everything, click here to watch Tom Holland reveal some of the plot of Avengers 4, and click here for brand new Game of Thrones. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.